The halfway point has been reached in the Premier League and we are set to move into the second half of the season. How happy are you with where your clubs are? Welcome to the predictions for week 20. Afternoon everybody, hope you're doing well and welcome to week 20 in the Premier League, because there's some interesting fixtures as Manchester United will travel to Liverpool as the marquee match this weekend. Get your predictions in down below. Is it gonna be a bloodbath? If you're enjoying the content, please don't forget to hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the Footy Network as we are very close to 2,000 subscribers. Thank you all so much for your support. And let's jump into the first fixture of this week. The Tottenham Hotspur Stadium will get the second half of the season underway as Spurs will host Newcastle. And boy, oh boy, do Spurs need a result here, but Newcastle are absolutely flying. Isak scoring yet again against Manchester United last week, and Newcastle are slowly getting themselves back into a Champions League race. In terms of Spurs, the pressure on Ange is mounting. There's such a divide in their fan base right now. Ange in, Ange out, highline for life. And this game should be an entertaining one. If this was at St James's Park, I think it would be a comfortable home win. But the fact it's at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium and Spurs are probably going into this game as the underdog makes me think they might be able to squeeze something out of this. But I'm going to sit on the fence, but I'm going to say it's going to be entertaining. I'm going to go Spurs 2, Newcastle 2. I don't know if that helps Ange. Maybe against a high-flying Newcastle, a point is not a bad thing. But Spurs fans, would you take a point? Let me know. Game number 2 takes us to the Vitality Stadium as Bournemouth will host Everton, and Bournemouth really must be in dreamland right now as their fight for European football continues after they got a late equaliser against Fulham last week to keep that dream alive. Everton, on the other hand, after securing 3 good draws against the likes of Man City, Arsenal and Chelsea, fell to the mighty Forest in a 2-0 defeat capped by a goal from Morgan Gibbs-White. The Everton faithful are not happy right now with Dyche Ball, with the lack of creativity in the side, yet still conceding a few goals in their last match. And is his neck slowly on the line right now? Because I don't think the Everton fans are that happy about him. In terms of Bournemouth, you expect them to continue on, but Everton is such a pragmatic team under Dyche that I think this game will probably suit his style. Bournemouth will try to get on the ball, try to dominate possession, and Everton will be able to soak it up. However, I don't really see a winner on this one. I think Dyche's negative approach should be enough to get them something out of this game. So I'm going to go for a draw. I'm going to go Bournemouth 1, Everton 1. And I think that will be a good point for Everton, but I don't know whether or not that will please the Evertonians. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Villa Park will host game number 3 as Aston Villa will take on Leicester City. And Aston Villa will be without Hotshot Duran, and Watkins will need to step back up because it feels like he's lost his starting position. And this is a great opportunity for him to remind Emery why he thinks he should be number 1 choice. On the other hand, Leicester City fans, talk to me, man. What is going on? Are you in a relegation battle? Clearly. But is there any hope of survival? Having changed your manager to Van Nistelrooy, yes, the performances have looked a little better on the eye, but the results have been absolutely stinking out the house of late. I think Leicester are in trouble, and I can't see them get anything from this game. I'm going to go Aston Villa 3, Leicester 1. I'm not even convinced Leicester can score a goal, to be honest. They need a big January window to give them any hope of survival this season. But Leicester fans, have you lost all faith, or do you think you can pull it off? Let me know what you think. Selhurst Park will see Crystal Palace hosting Chelsea in this London-ish derby. And Crystal Palace are coming into this game off the back of a win against Southampton. With Eze back in the team as well, leading those lines, they've got to be feeling a lot better about themselves. Currently sitting 15th in the league, with the potential of overtaking Manchester United if results go their way. Chelsea, on the other hand, have stumbled a little bit in the last couple of weeks, with a shock defeat away to Ipswich, where the Tractor Boys schooled them by 2-0. Can Chelsea get themselves back on track this week? Because if they don't, then a title race is 100% out of the equation for them, and it will just be a chase for the top 4 spots. I'll tell you what, I feel an upset coming on here. I think Crystal Palace are slowly kicking into gear, and Chelsea are just feeling the pressure, getting a couple of nosebleeds, I think, in the upper reaches of the Premier League table. I'm going for an upset here. I'm going to go Crystal Palace 1, Chelsea 0. I've just got a funny feeling about this game. I'm not saying Chelsea are going to fall away, but I just don't think they'll be able to do it at that tight ground at Selhurst Park. What do you guys think? St Mary's Stadium is our next point of call, as Southampton will take on Brentford. And Southampton have to start getting points on the board if they're even to beat Derby's record. Do you guys think they can do that? Under their new manager, they've still yet to see a new manager bounce, sitting rock bottom of the league on 6 points. This is really crisis time for me at Southampton. It's do or die. Get some points on the board now. And they couldn't ask for a better fixture, because Brentford away from home share as little points as Southampton do in the league. Their away form is atrocious. They've yet to pick up a win away from home. I would love to back Southampton on this one, I really would. I just don't see it clicking quite yet. I hope I'm wrong. I'm going to go Southampton 1, Brentford 2. I'd love to see Brentford dragged into a relegation fight, but I just can't see Southampton coming away with anything from this game. And Brentford, for me, will pick up their first win. Etihad Stadium up in the northwest will see Manchester City hosting West Ham United. And congratulations to Pep getting his first win in a long time, as they beat Leicester last weekend to maybe get things back on track. Or is this another little fake positive blip? We will see. West Ham, on the other hand, are not playing good football, not playing a good style. Lopetegui is really under the cosh from the West Ham fans, and they need to get something going. Yes, they are 13th in the league, but with Bowen now out, this could cause them major problems when it comes to firepower and scoring up front. I guess it's down to Kudos to carry them on their back right now. I think Man City go back-to-back in this one. I'm going to go Man City 2, West Ham 0. I just don't see any scenario on any planet where West Ham come away with anything from this game. And could Lopetegui go after this game? There really is a lot of pressure on him from those West Ham fans. What do you guys think? Stadium will see Brighton hosting Arsenal, and this is a Brighton team with no wins in 7 and really starting to struggle with their league form in the Premier League. Is their manager too young? Is he too inexperienced? Is it now starting to show? And they'll welcome Arsenal, who will be without Saka. Are they a one-man team? Is Saka that important to them, or can they get results in the league without Saka on the pitch? Oh, this one's a tough one. Brighton tend to do quite well at the Amex, but I just don't see their form maintaining. I think Arsenal have to win this one to have any hopes of catching Liverpool this season. So I'll go for an away win here. I think it'll be tight. I'll go Brighton 0, Arsenal 1. I think Arsenal will struggle without Saka. He is that good a player. Any team would struggle without him, but they're gonna have to grind some results out, and this game's gonna be a tough one. Craven Cottage will see Fulham hosting Ipswich Town, and Fulham blew a lead against Bournemouth, but are still doing really well in the league, 8th currently, with Jimenez starting to bag some goals for them. They will be looking at this game as a massive opportunity to gain 3 points and try and move themselves up into those European spots. Ipswich, on the other hand, can they build on that 2-0 huge result, getting their first home win against Chelsea the other night. They will be feeling very good about themselves. But I don't know on this one, man. I think Fulham will have too much for Ipswich. Ipswich can't probably go on a sustained run where they get W after W. And I think if they are going to survive, we'll need to just pick up results here and there, especially against the clubs that are in and around them. So I'm going to go for a home win here. I'm going to go Fulham 2, Ipswich 1. I think Fulham will get this one over the line. Marco Silva, great manager. And I think Ipswich, out of the bottom three right now, probably have the best chance of survival. But who can they drag in to that relegation fight to give them a chance? What do you guys think? Anfield up in the northwest will see Liverpool hosting their nemesis Manchester United on Sunday. And Liverpool are still flying high with only one defeat in 2024 to Forest and only one defeat to slot in the whole of 2024, even in his previous tenure. And again, that was to Forest. They are flying, and is Mo Salah the hottest property in the Premier League right now? Already smashing records. Could he go on to smash serious records come the end of the season? Contrastingly though, Manchester United are completely in the mud. For me, it feels like they're really on the edge of a relegation battle. And Amorim being very, very stubborn with his formation, saying he will not change his principles from a 3-4-3, but he does not have the players to pull off this formation. This could be a bloodbath. This really could. It could get ugly. I think the home team wins this. Well, I'll tell you now, I'm going to go Liverpool 4, Manchester United 1. And I think I'm being generous to Man U by even giving them a goal. Could this be another 7-0 repeat from a couple of seasons ago? Manchester United fans, how are you feeling about this one? And Liverpool fans, do you really want to twist the knife into your rivals? Let me know your thoughts on it in the comments below. Molineux in the West Midlands will see the final game of the weekend as Wolves will host Forest. And this is a tasty encounter as Wolves are back on the rise, getting a couple of wins and a late equaliser against Spurs last week. Wolves are looking really good under their new manager Pereira. However, the main man Cunha is out for them, suspended and injured, so Forest will be breathing a huge sigh of relief. Forest, on the other hand, is sitting, well, right up there in the table. Could they be in a title race? And after scoring 2 against Everton, getting yet another 3 points, with Morgan Gibbs-White scoring a delightful second goal, are Forest in a title race? Who knows? Who knows? This is a tough game. It's a Midlands-ish derby. I think both teams have respect for each other, but you've got Morgan Gibbs-White going back to his old club, and you got Nuno going back to his old club as well. So a lot of subplots in this one. I'm going to do what I've done for the last 5 weeks because it's worked. I'm going to say Wolves 0, Forest 0. And every time I've said that, Forest have ended up winning. So you read between the lines on that one. What are your predictions on this game? Let me know in the comments down below. And that brings you up to speed with game week 20 in the Premier League. What do you guys think of my predictions? And more importantly, get your predictions in the comments down below. If you haven't already seen my Rival Reacts video where I laugh at the tears of other fans, I'll leave it for you guys on the end screen. And if you haven't already, please don't forget to hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the Footy Network. Good luck to all your teams this weekend, and we'll see you on the next video. Have a great week.